Hey guys, welcome to Violating. Hey, what? All right.
Hey guys,
What's up?
Welcome back to Violating Community Guidelines, a podcast with me, Sarah Shower,
And me, Sarah Broski.
and we here today are talking about
Blind items.
some tea, some celebrity tea.
I learned about blind items through TikTok.
Yes.
I never knew that there was a term for it before. So I'm going to read up on blind items if you guys don't know what they are.
So let's get into it, guys.
Okay, so a blind item is a news story, typically in a gossip column, in which the details of the matter are reported while the identities of the people involved are not revealed.
It's like a guessing game.
I think why it happens is because like celebrities or people who are like friends with celebrities like sign like NDAs and they can't say like a certain situation is happening.
And I didn't know before moving to Hollywood. I always heard that, like you need to sign an NDA if you want to party with da-da-da. Beyonce even put that in one of her songs. Like if you want to party with the queen, you better sign an NDA or you better sign a non-disclosure. I always was like, that's like an ego thing.
Yeah.
No, bitch, they're serious.
Yeah. I mean, I think you can get around it by signing with your non-dominant hand.
Is this your signature? Nope.
I put your name. Now you're sworn to secrecy for like fucking 36 months.
Shit.
You can't talk about or tweet about Beyonce.
I wasn't even there.
So the invention of the blind item is credited to William Dalton Mann from 1938. He lived from 1939 to 1920.
Read that wrong.
I have ADHD. My brain works faster than my mouth. 1839 to 1920.
You got it.
You're making fun of me again. He was the publisher of Town Topics, who often used it for blackmail.
Him in the paper like, these people were seen quarreling.
I overheard the other day. The communication privacy management theory relates to the idea of information privacy that influences this form of communication. Oh, yeah, so the communication privacy management theory, of course, that theory.
Naturally, yes,
But I think that's like, NDAs. The advent of gossip websites brought about more public debate and speculation about the individual blind item stories and also about the ethics surrounding the practice. Yeah, audiences might use blind item material as a shared topic of conversation with peers and perhaps even as a conversational entry point to a sensitive topic that is personal to them. So I know that it's like kind of unethical to like share people's personal information, but I think blind items also helped with like Jeffrey Epstein and stuff like that.
Yeah, sure.
Where they like describe people who like went to his island.
Sure.
And then that way they found out like who actually was involved. So there are useful, and also like Harvey Weinstein. Like they found out about these people being so shitty through a lot of blind items.
Sure. Do you think that, like in a utopia, in a perfect world, if the idea of celebrity was kind of erased, where, people can star in movies and be famous, famous meaning widely well known.
Yeah.
But details of their personal life were not of public interest. Do you think the world would be a better place? Like, what would people do if they didn't obsess over celebrity drama all day?
Probably like read fucking books.
Imagine.
Go to school.
Like, how many people have created careers, the Perez Hiltons of the world, who have made their living talking shit about other people or like having their little grimy fingers in other people's shit?
Okay, but here's the thing. I feel like we are also heavily invested in like celebrity culture.
Absolutely.
Like, with Harry Styles and stuff like that. The way I see people shit on his girlfriend is so sad.
Unnecessary
Like
and uncalled for.
Olivia Benson?
Olivia Wilde.
Oh, Olivia Benson's in Law & Order SVU.
Easy to confuse them.
Yeah, no, but the Olivia's or whatever. But yeah, I think there's like this fine line because I think everyone enjoys talking shit, and I think that talking shit can be useful. I think that it's just like goes over sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the world would be a very different place if, the number one thing trending on Twitter wasn't like Kanye and Kim or MGK and Megan Fox. It's Sarah Shower. I think that's a cool thing to think about. I don't know.
Yeah, the world would be different if things were different.
And I have always said that.
If there was no war, the world would also be different.
War, cut that shit out, guys.
But gossip first.
Gossip, I'll read it.
Yes.
I'll talk shit about you writing it, but I'll read it.
And so the history relates back to celebrity gossip and rumors.
Which has always been around.
Yeah, I think that, it's just, I hate when people talk about me, so I can imagine a celebrity is just, amplified by 500,000%.
Even like think about how different but similar it was back in like the age of Marilyn Monroe and JFK, like that sort of shit, where it's like, this is such personal stuff and it's suddenly of public interest.
But here's the thing, social media wasn't around back then, so like I feel like the gossip theories were like kind of underdeveloped because people didn't get together as much to like figure out what was up with their relationship. Dude, as someone who's posted YouTube videos with previous partners, like it's just, I will see people comment on my TikToks like talking about me being single. They're like, wait, doesn't Sarah have a girlfriend? And I'm like, I like see it and I'm like, we broke up 9 months ago. And then they'll respond to the other person's, well, yeah, why did they break up? And I was like,
let them talk.
Can you like, I'm right here. Like it's like someone's just like discussing me in front of me.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's really weird.
But where else are they supposed to discuss that? And if they have a valid question,
they don't start a fucking group chat. Jesus Christ. I don't know.
You're like, guys, stop supporting me.
Nope.
Stop caring about my life.
But like, it's like, you know, people talk shit about you in your comments, like, right? And they don't.
They do?
No, not you. Not, well, I mean, they might, but like, people.
They probably do.
Literally, there was like one video where I talked about living with you. And someone was like, I made this like really weird TikTok where I ate Taco Bell and it dripped on my shirt and it looked like puke.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh my God, I'm not wearing green for St. Patrick's Day. Hopefully no one.
What would Brittany say?
I was like, hopefully no one pinches my butt. Oh, am I covered in vomit? No. And so then someone commented, what? Can you imagine Brittany in the other room, like, just like, what's happening here? I was like, Brittany literally nearly films herself shit.
Yeah.
Like,
I do.
Why would you ever judge me? You come out of the bathroom just covered in feces.
What are you doing in here?
Did you just say someone needs to pinch your butt for St. Patrick's Day? What a weird thing to do. Meanwhile, you have no underwear on.
I'm completely, I'm like one of those belly shirts.
Your boobs are peeking out the bottom of your shirt.
Yeah.
And you're judging me in the living room? Yes. And so I was like, so I posted that, and someone in the comments was like, you know that Sarah and Brittany are cousins? And everyone's like, oh, cool. And then the girl was like, yeah, I think Sarah was Brittany's assistant. And I was
like, making up lore.
I have never assisted you on anything. Well, I mean,
I don't get it. I get that shit too, though. The funny thing is like, those are your fans being like, what's Brittany thinking?
Yeah.
On my videos, it's like Sarah on the other side of the wall, like,
yeah.
And it's like, no, actually,
I have
by
like
the
a
way,
doctor's like stethoscope, and I'm like, what's happening over here?
What's going on in here?
If I wanted to figure out what you were doing, I would watch your live or watch your TikToks.
I would come into your room.
Yes, and you
I
would
would
film
lay
in my-
in bed
Yes,
with you, holding pinkies.
I wish you would.
I know, right?
I'm so touch-starved.
Me too.
And that's a rumor I'd be willing to start.
Sarah Shower needs to be touched?
Yes.
Sarah Shower has been touched.
That is not a rumor. I need to be touched so bad. I've become a whore as of late.
I support you.
It's been really, really fun.
I think that's a very interesting take to see blind items and be like, oh, this is tea, but also like we are subjects of tea.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially you're brave for putting your relationships online.
Well, I don't really think about it. Like, I'm not like a...
But you have to at a certain point. That's very vulnerable.
But you put your best friends online. Like, it's just like someone that you love, that you want to like, oh, you're fun to be around. That's why we're dating. Yeah, but it's just like, you want to have people you love on your like, channels.
You know what is also crazy to think about is a lot of celebrity tea or like Hollywood, whatever, is very tragic and sad. And when I learned about like Whitney Houston passed away in a hotel that's 6 minutes from us. Oh, shit. Janis Joplin died in a hotel that's 10 minutes from us. Like we are right in the heart of Hollywood. I mean, we live in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And when you think about the decades and decades of tragedy that has been in the public eye and that has been on the world stage, it's interesting to think of this new wave of like TikTok trauma and tragedy that like people just it has to be public. People have to have something to talk about. And it's sad.
Yeah. It's very invasive.
It is.
Dude, yeah, like what's that restaurant? Coyote something. It's on Beverly.
Coyote Ugly? Saddle Ranch?
No, but Sharon Tate, like that was the last place that she got a meal before like she went back to her house and got murdered. But
not me saying Saddle Ranch.
Damn.
Sharon Tate was in Saddle Ranch when she died.
Dude, if I died, Saddle Ranch, movie to the street.
Yeah.
And just say I got hit by a car. Wait, what were we talking about?
Sharon Tate.
Sharon Tate. Yeah, there's this like restaurant, her last restaurant that she ate at. And then people visit there as like a tourist, you know, sort of thing. It's like, ooh, was this the table that Sharon Tate spent her last moments at? Could you imagine doing that to someone's mother? Oh, did you know that Clarissa's mom died of cancer like minutes after she ate here?
Right here.
God, this is so invigorating.
It's insane. The Janis Joplin room is booked infinitely, like indefinitely. So is the Whitney Houston room. It's just like, what is the obsession with that?
Yeah.
And I guess I kind of get it because it's like, I know that stuff and I find it interesting. I only because of the proximity.
Yeah.
You know, like we are so close.
Yeah, so many people have died in LA.
That Roosevelt Hotel and the El Royale, like presidents used to stay there.
Dude, we were
Marilyn Monroe.
We went to Legoland the other day because I fucking love Legos, and what did we pass? The hotel. What was the one based off of like the Tower of Terror?
Hollywood Tower.
Dude,
Hollywood Tower Hotel.
I thought the Tower of Terror was just like something that Disney in their wacky mind thought up, or like Universal. It's based off of people's real deaths.
Yeah, it's
like children.
Five or six people that actually died in an elevator shaft in the 50s or whatever.
People load onto that ride with Mickey ears and churros in their hand. And they're like, let me relive how like 5 people tragically passed.
So wild.
But yeah, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy how like dehumanizing it is for celebrities, because a lot of people just talk shit in front. Like, I can't even imagine, because they don't think that they're real people.
Yeah.
Like when you go to a concert, are you like shocked that these like the Harry Styles is like real?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why. Well, that's a whole other discussion of people, women specifically, who go to concerts and make signs that say, fuck me, step on me, spit on me.
Yeah.
It's like, these are just real normal people who are performing their art to you. And you're like, spit in my throat, call me a whore.
Why can't that be me?
You're like, yeah, I would never do that. That's so crazy.
No, I don't do that, but I do receive really horny messages from women.
I can't imagine.
And then I like respond like, hey, can you not? And they're like, oh my God, you're real. And I was like, yeah, I am. But also,
you just send our address.
yes, please. It's in my P.O. box.
Yeah.
To be safe.
Meet up at my P.O. box.
Okay, going back to blind items. So there's something called Crazy Days and Nights. It's one of the most popular Hollywood gossip sites that have been around for over 10 years.
Wild.
Many blind items and the culture of blind items stem from this website. It's run by a person named Entity. I kind of want to see it.
Oh, Entity sounds kind of hot.
I know. Oh, yeah. It's just like entries. So like an example, an entry from Wednesday, March 23rd, 2022. Brittany and I are going to try to guess who they're talking about. Okay. This foreign-born celebrity got as high as B+ list when she was hosting a show. She is married to an A+ list, mostly movie actor. They are rarely seen together, and he prefers being several thousand miles distant from their Los Angeles home. She has missed the spotlight as of late and has gone through some things with her husband. So we'll cut her a break that she spent 20 minutes with a pap this week trying to get just the right shot.
What is a show that someone
Okay,
could have hosted?
let's think of all the men who hate their wives. It really like narrows the list down.
Mm-hmm.
The foreign-born celebrity goddess. So she is a B+ list celebrity hosting a show, and she's foreign. She is married to an A+ list, mostly movie actor.
I did read the comments, and I do know who it is.
Who is it?
It's Matthew McConaughey and his wife, who I don't even... Her name is Camila Alves.
Oh, so apparently, like, she called the paparazzi on herself, I guess, because she was trying to get, like, a good shot of herself.
And she hosts the Kids Barbecue Championship,
Oh my
famously.
God. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the Amazing Race, but for barbecue.
And kids.
Yes. Kids by themselves travel across the United States eating barbecue in a series of challenges.
Unaccompanied minors on planes. So... we'll do more blind items at the end, but I do still kind of want to go into like where these sites come from and like who run them. Entity, who purports to be an entertainment lawyer in Hollywood. This is a lawyer running this shit?
God. Dude, I went on a date with a lawyer the other day who's working on, this is going to be my own blind item. 2 celebrities who are getting divorced.
Yup.
And I was like, oh my fucking God.
Yeah.
But I can't say anything. Yes.
But that's crazy though, because you got inside knowledge.
I know. It was so weird. They're going to get fired, dude. But they ghosted me. It's totally fine.
So, fuck you. Let's talk about it.
No, they were nice, but also I feel like we weren't meshing. It's fine. Don't talk shit about me.
So anyway, this lawyer started this website, Crazy Days and Nights, back in 2006. It's never had the name recognition of peers from the mid-aughts like Perez Hilton's blog, but it has a loyal cult following among gossip fans. And recently, Gen Z discovered it through TikTok, where some creators have gone viral for discussing its blind item posts. You know who turned me onto this? my fucking mother.
I literally told you about blind items, and you were like, what's that?
I didn't know it had a name.
Do you consider me very maternal? Like, maybe you're mistaken.
My fucking mother, Sarah Shower.
Yes, I birthed you.
Yeah, my stepmom loves celebrity culture, like obsesses over it. Could tell you any ex of any C-list celebrity like ever. She loves it. And she found this TikTok account that these were fan submitted.
Yeah.
And it was like, I was a waitress at Catch LA and so came in with so and would describe them, you know, like a superhero came in with, so it's like, okay, is it fucking Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth? And it'd be like either they were so nice or like he spit in my drink and shoved a 20 in my face, like that sort of shit. And she would show it to me and we would sit there and try to guess who it was. And so all these, I didn't realize that's what that is. I didn't realize that was a blind item.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Have you ever like read something about you, like someone met you and they like said you were nice or like?
Yes, and it destroyed me.
What happened?
So after the Harry Styles one night only show in LA in December of 2019, it was hectic, mania, people freaking the fuck out because it was a one night only event. His album had just dropped, and I was there with Emmy Hartman and Sarah Baska. Like three of us are very famously Harry Styles fans. I was trying to find my friends that I'd lost because I kept being stopped to take pictures, and then our Uber was there, and then it was just crazy because it's the Forum, which is so wild. I was on the phone with someone, and a fan came up and wanted a picture, and she kind of like was touching me and like grabbing on me, and I was like, hold on one second. I like put my finger up, and I was like, hold on, because I was on the phone. Well, I was on the phone and lost track of whatever. I ended up losing her, and I ended up finding my friends. Later that night, I find a tweet that's like, Brittany Broski is the biggest fucking bitch I have ever met in my life. She shoved her hand in my face and told me to fuck off when I just wanted a picture. I don't even like her that much, and I just wanted a picture. Yeah. It was like she just blew it way out of proportion, and I was like, oh my God. That was the first time I really realized these are real people. Yeah. That like I could really affect their day. Because in my mind, I'm like, I'm just Brittany. Like, who gives a fuck about me? Like, I'm at the concert like any other normal person. Yeah. To read that about myself and realize that short interaction where I was just like, 1 second, because I'm clearly on the phone, about to cry because I'm stressed out. I should have taken the time to sit there and be like, hold on to whoever was on the phone with me, take the picture, say thank you for supporting me, and move on. Like, I had never thought about it in that way because I hadn't accepted the fact that like this is who I am now to these people. But that's not like you were in the wrong at all. I felt so terrible for the week after. I messaged her because that was back when I would still search my name on Twitter. Oh, that's a horrible idea. It was awful, but that's how I found it. And I DM'd her and I was like, dude, I am so fucking sorry. Like I was stressed out. I'd lost my friends. I was getting mobbed. Like I was on the phone. I had no service. Like, I'm so sorry. She was like, it's fine. You should need to like be mindful. She was like schooling me. She's like, you need to be mindful. No, she sounds like a bitch already. I was just like, if she was having a bad day and I just made it worse, I just feel so bad. But that was the first time ever where someone's interacted with me and it left them feeling bad, and I was like, never again. Yeah. So I hope I never end up on something like this. It was like, da was a bitch. Well, I also just if I read like gossip about women being a bitch, I give them like take it with a grain of salt. Yeah. Because people expect women to be like nice all the time. Yeah. Like when I was moving to LA, I had like to fly to Atlanta and then Atlanta to Los Angeles with my cat, and by the time I got to Los Angeles, the drugs were wearing off on the cat. And Dopey meows like if he's outside in a carrier. A lot. Yeah. And so I like had him around my neck, and I had like no makeup, and I'd been flying all day, and now my cat's starting to meow, and I'm just like stressed out of my mind. Yes. This guy on the plane opened up my cat carrier and he started petting my cat without telling me. And so like it was just really awkward. And then I like saw these people that came up to me at the baggage claim, and I just straight up rolled my eyes because like they said that they but I was like so stressed out, and then they just like I read a tweet. It was like, Sarah Shower is so fucking rude. Yeah. And I was like, I know that wasn't. It was like I wasn't rude. I was literally and you're not allowed to have a bad day. Yeah, dude. If you look like shit after like 8 hours of flying, and you have a cat that's meowing and you expect this person to be nice to you, and also you were moving. Yeah, and I had no makeup on, and I mean like I look like me either way, but like it was just like I don't want a picture taken. Right. I'm sweaty. I got a cat. I got like 2 large suitcases. Yeah, and I cannot navigate LAX like the parking situation at all. It's stressful. It really is true. You're not allowed to have a bad day. And that's why, not to bring it back to Harry, but he always, no matter the time of day, no matter where he is, no matter who it is, takes the time to stop and talk to fans. Yeah. And that's a big inspiration for me because it's like, I really, at the end of the day, both sides are correct. You know, you can be realistic. Like, I've been traveling all fucking day. The last thing I want to do is take a picture and smile and bullshit with, you know, and usually those people are really rude because it's like, I loved that one video you did where it's like, it's clear they don't really know you.
Yeah.
They just recognize your face from somewhere online versus if it's a real fan, you know, and you blow them off. It's either way. I never ever want to come off. And Harry Styles has never ever come off as someone, even the paparazzi who follow him. There's this one video where I was like, fuck me. It makes me cry. There's this one video where the paparazzi are following him. Who are you dating? Who are you? Tell us about the whatever. And Harry stops and he's like, have you eaten?
Yeah.
And the paparazzi's like, oh, what? No, man, I haven't eaten. And Harry had leftovers in his hand. And he goes, here you go, man. Have a great night. Like, what the fuck? It takes so little effort to actually just be kind.
Yeah. I guess that is true. I forgot what I was going to say. But that is really, really nice.
I love him. Like, it never even feels like for a second in his mind, he's like, I'm annoyed.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Maybe he is. Or maybe
he hides it.
Takes a lot of Xanax.
Yeah. He's just constantly on shrooms.
I would fucking love that.
Green Chef is a CCOF certified meal kit company. Green Chef makes eating well easy with plans to fit every lifestyle, including mine. Whether you're keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, or just looking to eat more balanced meals, Green Chef offers a range of recipes to suit your preferences. With fresh produce, premium proteins, and organic ingredients you can trust, Green Chef is the #1 meal kit for eating well. Not #2, it is #1. Green Chef makes cooking easy so you can spend less time stressing and more time enjoying delicious home-cooked meals. Green Chef offers 24 always changing recipes to choose from every week so you'll never get bored. Why I personally love Green Chef is that some of the medications I take actually make making food and eating very unenjoyable for me, so I really enjoy that they give you the recipes, they give you the ingredients, and they also switch it up so I don't get bored, but it's easy to do and I feel full and healthy when I'm done creating the recipes. It's really amazing. So go to greenchef.com/VCG130 and use code VCG130 to get $130 off plus free shipping. So go to greenchef.com/VCG130 and use code VCG130 to get $130 off plus free shipping. Cerebral is an online mental health service that offers prescription medication, counseling, and therapy for anxiety, depression, ADHD, insomnia, and more. Would you look at that? I have all of those. What I personally love about Cerebral is their mobile app. It's like you have your care team right in your pocket. I've been using Cerebral for years now, and that's the main thing I really, really enjoy about it. One of the few services that provides prescription medication online through a licensed provider and ships medication straight to your door. Skip the pharmacy lines. With the Cerebral mobile app, it's like having your personal care team wherever you are. Like I just said, you can message your care team and access self-care resources wherever you are. Connect with your counselor and therapist on your own schedule through your laptop or the Cerebral mobile app. Schedule sessions based on what's most convenient for you. Don't have to wait weeks to be seen. That's true. 80% of members see a provider within 5 days. You can do your sessions on a laptop or a phone, so you can always find an area at home where you're the most comfortable. I'm literally in a closet right now. Affordable treatments that are 1/3 the price of traditional therapy. Treatment options are available with or without insurance. Cerebral is in-network for several insurers, and they're working every day to grow their partnerships. Within in-network, your monthly cost is even lower. 50% of Cerebral's clinicians self-identify as people of color. It's important to Cerebral to have the diversity so everyone can get the treatment they deserve. And for listeners of this program, you can receive 65% off your first month of medication management and care counseling at Cerebral.com/VCG. Go to Cerebral.com/VCG for 65% off your first month. That's just a total of $30 to get started. Join Cerebral today on their mission to make quality mental health care accessible and affordable for all.
When I don't take my Adderall, I feel like a wiggly, piece of real human being. I can smell when I don't take my Adderall. Because I'm so focused when I take my Adderall, I can't smell or taste things. Also,
Sarah, one day your body would send me over the edge.
I'm misdiagnosed with a lot of stuff.
Yes. You're clearly having failed organs and you can't taste or smell, and it's my ADHD. Don't know if those are related.
I can't feel the top of my head, my hands, or my feet at most parts of the day.
You get weird if you don't eat for 3 hours at a time.
Most people get weird if they don't eat.
True.
Yeah. My friend invited me to a concert, and I was like, it's a really cool artist, but I can't go. I can't go to concerts or else I'll start screaming and crying.
That's pretty normal.
Dude, I went to like a metal show with my friend. It's my first mistake. But
I don't know why you would do that.
because he said it was a small venue, and when people were giving advice on like easing into concerts, I have ADHD, so I get sensory like issues. Okay.
A metal concert,
Yeah,
dude?
but he said
The
it was
venue doesn't fucking matter.
he said it was small and it was like open air. So I thought like if it gets too overwhelming, I can walk out.
I'll just simply breathe.
I couldn't go back. I couldn't go in and out. I was standing in the corner weeping.
Yeah.
Like I know I was like drunk as shit. Like,
I would have been too.
Yeah, and I was like, can they turn it down? I was trying so hard. I like people invite me to concerts all the time, and I'm like, I can't go. I have dated musicians.
The thought of being at a metal concert and being like, can you
Guys, just a little bit, or like I request a song.
I get weird.
Yeah, I just I tried to Shazam it.
I've done that before.
Yes, really? At a concert?
At a concert. Even if it's an artist I like really know. At the Bad Bunny concert, I knew almost all the songs, and I was singing along, and he sang one. And I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Shazam. And there's never service.
Yeah.
And I'm the one white girl with Shazam open. It's like,
Oh God. Wait, can I tell you the worst thing that's ever happened to me in my entire life?
please.
Okay, what was I just thinking about? Okay, sensory overwhelmed. Okay, this is going to be like a little bit of break from celebrity gossip, but it was on Sunday.
This is Sarah Shower gossip.
This is the worst day of my fucking life.
Okay.
Okay, so I like to try new things. Like I love taking classes. I'll take like a wood
it's
shop
coming.
class or like a neon bending class or like how to make macarons. Like I just love taking classes. Okay, whatever. So on Sunday, my friend was like, "Do you want to learn how to ski?" And I was like, "Yes, I do," because like I love taking whatever. So we drive to this mountain, and they're a really good snowboarder, and I get my skis, and I go to the top of the mountain. We don't even go to the fucking bunny trails. I've never done this before in my life. I get 30 feet off the lift. I'm, like, screaming and crying. I am, like, the snow is so bright, and, like, every time I pizza, I get faster. You know,
Yeah.
like, when you stick your skis
To
together.
slow down?
Yeah, so I'm, like, literally, like, crying, like, just my senses are immediately overwhelmed, and I want to vomit, so I take my skis off at the top of the mountain, and I start walking down, but it's really hard, so I start scooting all the way down. I'm like, down an entire fucking mountain. My ass is, like, so wet, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's just, you know, the snow melting into my butt.
Mixed with your pee.
Yeah, and I was like, maybe I shit myself, I'm not sure. But I was so overwhelmed. I got to the bottom of the mountain, and I looked at this kid wearing this black and red jacket, and I threw up so hard. I threw up into the trash can, and I was like it looked like I targeted him. Like I was like, like everywhere, just because I was like my senses. And so my friend's like, "Are you good?" And I was like, "No."
Clearly not.
So I was like, you know what? I'm about to be in for the long haul. So you're going to just go up the mountain and snowboard and have a good time. Like, you know, you enjoy snowboarding. So I go to the bathroom because now I'm nervous shitting because I'm like, I check my underwear. I didn't shit myself. I did start my period, however. And then I started shitting like buckets. Like, it was like insane how much I shit. And you know,
Home Depot bucket.
dude, it looked like I was like a bucket of mud. And I was like, you know when you have both at the same time, like poop and your period? Yeah. I'm so sorry, listeners. But like, it was that, obviously. Yeah. And then I tried to flush and it wouldn't fucking flush. So like, I'm like hyping myself up. I'm still having a panic attack because I'm overwhelmed. I'm like, I have to leave this stall because like people are like knocking. I walk out of the stall. It's a line of only children. Like I was like, oh my God. Like, and I didn't even wash my hands because I was too afraid of like,
Gross.
I know I had hand sanitizer, but I was too afraid of that thing of where like a child just says exactly what they're thinking.
Yeah.
And I couldn't.
It smells bad in here.
Oh my God, the shit and piss and poop. And I'm
Just
like,
bloody pooping now.
yeah, so I took my hand sanitizer out and I was like, oh, that was humiliating. And I still have to throw up. So I put hands. So I go to the lodge and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna document on this on fucking Instagram. So I asked my Instagram followers, hey, should I this is what happened in the bathroom just now. Should I go back to the bathroom or should I go to the woods to vomit again?
My face hurts.
And they were like, you should go to the woods. Like 80% of people said woods. So I go to the woods and I brace myself on a tree and I just start puking on a tree. And I turn around and there's these two lesbians that are like insanely fucking hot.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, of course.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Are you Sarah Shower?
I'm like, ladies. But I like threw up in front of them. So I disturbed these like children and these lesbians, and I went back to the lodge and I It was bad. I was just shitting and throwing up the entire day.
Your body has never been more empty, though.
Yeah, it felt like a cleanse, but I was totally overwhelmed that my body just reacted like that.
That is wild. The anxieties can overwhelm you so physically.
Oh, dude, I've gone stress blind. Like
That
sometimes
is so scary, Sarah.
when I get overwhelmed, I physically cannot see for like an hour.
Jesus Christ.
Like it's like so, and that happens to a lot of people that I know. But it's like when you just get overwhelmed and then your body just shuts off.
Your body said, you know what? Fuck this.
My body is like, all right, no, I'll be back in a bit.
Yeah, can't take any more.
Yeah.
Sorry, hit the mic.
So, speaking of blind,
Well, I'm not ready to move on yet.
okay,
When Sarah posted those videos on Instagram, I felt so bad because I know you were in pain.
Yeah.
And I know that it was like, it's
Dude, and
funny, but it's also not.
and I was also like, I don't know if you've ever worn like the ski boots, but it's
Yeah.
impossible to walk.
Yeah.
And so I was just like more bow-legged because I was like,
Waddling?
no, because I was already bent over because I had to throw up and shit
Yeah.
simultaneously. So it just looked like I was like Gollum.
And sweat.
Yeah.
In the
I was
stall,
drenched-
sweating.
Yeah, and I didn't realize how bright the snow would be, so it just made everything like I got a sunburn on the back of my neck. I was like, oh my god, dude, I fucking hate skiing. And like everyone, I like posted about that, and every skier and snowboarder ever was like, it gets easier. I was like,
I don't
I
want to
don't
find
want to
out.
fucking try it again. Oh my god.
You think what really made it funny is you posted a video of yourself laughing at how absurd the situation
Dude,
was.
I was laughing because if I didn't laugh, I'd
You would've
cry.
cried, yeah.
And my body was shaking because I was losing liquids.
so scary.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was like sinking like the fucking Titanic.
And that is the situation where, of course, there'd be hot people like, oh, you're Sarah Shower. I love you.
Oh no, they didn't recognize me.
Thank Christ.
Well, if they did, they didn't say anything.
Yeah.
You know, they're like.
Just taking videos.
Also, if I saw someone, even if they were like, I really liked them, if I saw them like throwing up outside, I wouldn't be like, all right, let me just go introduce myself.
Yeah.
A quick hello.
Yeah.
This person probably.
Hey, how you doing?
You need wood chips for that bomb? No, I'm not gonna. I was like, your guys are so good looking. It was so
Yeah.
fucking rude.
Sometimes I think that is the universe balancing itself.
Yeah.
Maybe you were getting a little too confident. Finally, feeling good about myself. The universe says, here's a curveball.
Me getting too confident.
You know what I mean? Maybe
we need to humble her.
yeah, maybe you were having a good arc
Yes.
and it has to go down.
I don't think I have felt confident in years. So that's
Curveball after curveball after curveball. You're playing a really intense game of baseball.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not that bad. It was horrible. I sweat through my clothes. I was it was awful.
Well, I got a good laugh out of it.
Oh wait, no. Also, I since I started my period, I didn't have any tampons, and I went in like the store where you can buy like ski gear, and it was just two teenage boys like running the fucking counter. And I was like, because there's only clothes everywhere. I was like, do you guys sell tampons? And they're like, tampons?
Ew!
And I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to follow up. So I just, did the whole, like, you tuck it, like,
Yep.
tissue in your underwear.
That nasty disintegrating tissue.
Yeah. God forbid someone think I'm gross here.
I know, right?
Jesus Christ.
Just shit smeared up the small of your back.
And dude, okay, so I was supposed to be wearing ski pants. They were kind of ski pants, but when they got wet, you could tell that they were wet. So since I scooted my ass down the mountain, it was just all wet. So
Yeah.
it looked like I just pissed myself.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that most of the skiers were like, oh, she probably just fell on her ass. But
Yeah, you sit in the snow and it gets wet, I guess.
I know, but it still was like just another thing.
Cherry on top. Where was this? What city?
I don't know what it's called, but it's an hour and a half away from here. It's not Big Bear. But I don't remember what it's called.
Close enough where maybe those lesbians are here.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, like, lesbians are notoriously long-distance daters. So, like,
True.
we'd probably just end up, like, dating in a couple years.
Right.
And then we'll, like...
Then you'd move in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, you're the person who threw up on the tree.
Yeah, it's me.
No, yeah, and then, like this, and then I just do it again. All right, let's move on. That was a really long story. I'm so sorry, guys.
I enjoyed every minute.
All right, so back to crazy days and nights. Entity... Okay, I feel like an entertainment lawyer. That's why I feel like that's really fucked up and unethical.
Yeah, I feel like that is using your powers for evil. Mm-hmm. Like, you're a lawyer, you have the absolute inside scoop to these people and their personal legal proceedings, because people love to sue each other in this fucking city. That is wild.
Yeah.
And what a way to do it, where you're making money, but you're not in breach of contract.
That'd be like if I talk shit about you online, which I do often.
Yeah. And that's to be expected. You know what I feel really bad about sometimes? In this apartment we're in right now and the last apartment we were in, my bathroom is the hall bath.
Yeah.
Everyone knows I'm a fan of shitting. I often shit. And they're smelly. I'm a little stinky.
Uh-huh.
And every time, and my bathroom now is by the fucking front door.
Yeah.
Every time you leave or you come back and I'm on the shitter, a wave of guilt rushes over me.
I don't usually smell it. Occasionally there's like fucking sulfur just
A little residual.
coming underneath you. Dude, trying to do my laundry and I hear just like echoing in the toilet bowl. I'm like, I'll come back.
Yeah.
I'll just wait till this dries a little bit.
Yeah.
But no, I feel bad because my room is right next to the kitchen.
Yeah.
So like I feel anytime I try to film something, I wait until you're done because I don't want you to like hear me fuck up every single time.
We have the same anxieties. We've talked about this a lot.
I know, dude. I went live on TikTok last night, and there were like 1,000 or like 1,200 people there.
Yeah.
And like, I was more nervous about you being in the kitchen making tacos than just people. Like, I was literally telling people that
Just say it.
someone I recently hooked up with, I got sent something PR for Christmas, and it was a tiny Christmas tree dipped in resin. It was not, and it was like a little tree ornament, but there was no string on it. And they thought it was a butt plug. So they put it up their ass, and there was no base on it. So we had to buy poppers to relax their asshole. And also, I don't know if you know this, but if you have a pussy out there and you're constipated, you can actually massage the crap out of your ass if you put your fingers up your pussy.
Dude, is this who we are?
This is who I am. And so I spent like damn near 30 minutes massaging this tree ornament. I was trying to save them like a couple $1,000s instead of like going to the fucking, but yeah. And so they started like moaning when I was doing it.
And where was I when this was happening?
You were in the home. You were probably lighting up.
I was in the home.
You probably lighting up the bathroom. I was really starting to freak
shit.
out. But yeah, I said that right now to everyone here. But then I also said it on TikTok Live, and I was perfectly fine saying it. But now I got super nervous with you in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Listening to that.
That's wild. I have ended lives before when you've come home.
Uh-huh.
It's just embarrassment. I think it's having someone be in the same room as you.
Yeah.
It's a parasocial thing when I'm in my room doing
Yeah.
talking in my alien voice to 3,000 people, but the minute you come home and I hear your keys jingle, I say, it's over.
I think it's just because I respect you as a comedian. So like, when you're being funny and then like that the other people around you are also funny, I'm scared that you're going to be like, this is not up to par. With your crap
That is a
jokes.
wild thing to think about.
I don't know, because I think that you're really funny. So, like, if I'm not being funny, like, I'm, like, freaked out that you're like, oh, this bitch is lame. After living together for 3 years.
Me at the threshold of your doorway, this bitch is lame.
Yes.
Period.
But it was really fun. I don't know why. It's just, also there's no faces. You can't see the disappointment. Like,
Exactly.
Just, like when, I was talking to you in the kitchen and you said hi and I farted and I realized I was on a fucking TikTok Live. So I literally lifted up my leg and like farted into the
like a dog.
Yeah, and then all the comments were like, now we have pink eye. I was like, oh my god, I forgot that. So it's just like, it's this whole thing.
It is easy to forget. It is. I love the internet.
Okay, so there's also links to like QAnon, unfortunately.
What a great segue from giving your followers pink eye to QAnon.
When it goes to blind items, Stanley included another link, and I thought I was going to go to QAnon. Is QAnon a website?
I could not tell you, dude.
Or is it an organization?
It's more of feeling.
Okay, yeah. It's a vibe.
It's a vibe. You either vibe with it or you fucking don't. Yes. You get it. For the girls who get it, they get it.
Yeah. So Anne Helen Peterson, a historian of celebrity gossip, and
imagine that title.
Oh my gosh, I'm too shaky to scratch my nose. There's too much caffeine coursing through my body, and it's not surprising that the readers of Crazy Days and Night might also follow QAnon and vice versa.
Blind item fans think of gossip as a puzzle they can solve.
I love a good puzzle,
which is reminiscent of QAnon supporters. When you think of the people who love QAnon devouring those drops, that's what they love. There's pleasure in that analytical puzzle solving, and that translates very easily from Save the Children or Q to Crazy Days and Nights. Eventually, the tone shifted from being silly blinds about celebrities being awful on sets or partying too hard or cheating to child abuse, yachting, sexual assault, and QAnon. So more of the Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein stuff.
Okay, but like, listen to this. the tone shifted from silly blinds to cheating, child abuse, yachting, sexual assault, and QAnon. Yachting? Imagine you fucking put that together. I just beatbox.
It's that they're doing it on the yacht. They're doing all this horrible shit on the yacht. It's not just random.
No, there's a comma. It's just people on yachts, yachting.
No, but that's to be implied that they're abusing children and sexually assaulting people on the yachts.
No,
this is in a negative light.
Dude, no, it says or cheating to child abuse, yachting, yachting, sexual assault. So sexual assault is separate from that, and QAnon.
No, but do you understand what the sentence is trying to say? It's going from the lighthearted celebrity gossip to these negative things. Yeah. Yachting is where it's like Epstein's Island. It's happening on yachts.
Oh, I thought yachting is just where you ride on a yacht.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Why would I have assumed any different?
Because context clues, child abuse, sexual student, QAnon.
I thought it was just an eat the rich moment where they were being really
no,
gaudy.
This is where it happens.
Yachting is just
Sarah, use context clues.
Yachting is the use of recreational boats and ships.
I know what yachting is, but think about it in this context, the way that she's saying it.
Okay, now you know why I had to take special classes in high school. Because it takes me a little bit longer to understand some things.
And I'm here explaining it to you and you're actively disagreeing with me.
No, because it just seemed like it was out of... Okay, you know what? You're right.
We're fighting.
I'm an idiot. Are you happy now?
Yes. Anyway. Now that we've hashed that out, we're gonna read some blind items, try to guess them.
Yes.
And we'll go from there.
If you guys can figure it out, that's good for you, but we're gonna try to figure it out ourselves.
Yeah. This is written on June 7th, 2018. One of the longest held secrets in Hollywood was known by a handful of people. I was never one of those people. Even as the secret was passed down to a second and then the third generation, I still never knew. It was not until the last week of April that I was told the secret and that it was okay to talk about it now because the subject of the secret had been killed in an auto accident.
JFK. Jesus. No. Oh, who's the other guy who got killed in an auto accident? From Too Fast and Furious.
Paul
McCartney.
Revere.
Rudd. But James
Bond.
Cameron.
Monroe.
Well, no. Okay, keep going.
That was...
Whoa!
That was kind of fitting considering that is how he died, in quotes, the first time.
Wait.
He was A+ list that first time. Wait, he was A+ list that part of...
Okay.
He was A+ list that first time. The entire world loved him and adored him, and he hated every second of it. He wanted no part of it. So with the help of a police chief who thought the world of him and a rival studio head who was willing to do anything to not watch those big box office numbers he put up, they got to work. The studio chief got some set designers and stunt people, and they created a car wreck. The police chief donated a body from the morgue no one was going to claim, so they could bury a body, and it was all set. The studio chief signed a contract with the actor, and it basically paid him about $1,500 a week for his entire life. And boy, did he live a long life. Is this real? When he was killed north of the border in an auto accident in April, he was 95 or 96, depending on whether you use his Canadian or American birth certificate.
Wait, so it's not James Corden. No, it's not.
James
No, the guy that we were talking about from the Fast and Furious.
Paul. It's not Paul.
Yeah.
For much of the past 60-some odd years, he had lived in he's like Marilyn Monroe era. This is old Hollywood. He had lived in a remote section of that northern country, but in the past few years moved to a much larger city so he and his wife could be closer to a medical center. Being 95 or 96 didn't stop his love of driving, though, and his wife loved being with him when he did. She was with him in the car when they were hit by a tractor trailer. His wife is expected to make a full recovery.
Dude, this is... I unfortunately did cheat because I saw the rest of the slide.
Oh, I haven't.
But,
do you know who it is?
He's definitely like a 50s, 60s actor. I didn't know that he was supposedly killed by a car. I just thought he died of natural causes.
Those are some tragic...
Think of every guy wants to be him because they think he's sexy and what a man should be.
Elvis? Elvis died on the toilet.
No, Elvis is still alive. Idiot. No, it's people... I think Lana Del Rey has written a song about him.
Oh, James Dean?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's who it's about. That was a really...
Slay! I'm so smart.
long-winded thing.
The Lana Del Rey really. Yeah, they could have written this in 2 sentences.
This actor from the 50s and 60s pretended to be dead because they were hit by a car.
Yeah, when he really was hit by a car 70 years later.
So then you go to like the police. Oh my God, James Dean was hit by a car. Yeah, 30 years ago.
Yo, what the fuck?
No, I mean like right now, today. All right, I'm going to move this over so I can't see the answer to this. But I'm going to read this one.
I will too, now that I know the answers are there.
Well,
what
then
the fuck?
move it over.
Okay.
So this one is from December 28th, 2017. Best day of my life.
Remember it well.
In the late 1950s, there was a string of serial killings in the large Midwestern city. They never were solved. At the time, the police had no suspects, and the victims were all prostitutes. They were mostly high school aged. The victims had one other thing in common. They had all been runaways, so had no family locally. At the time, there was no suspect for the police to chase, and with relatives of the murdered distant in miles or uncaring, they were moved to a cold case file. About a decade later, there were 2 other prostitutes killed in similar fashion as the victims in the late 1950s. This time, the police had a suspect. The problem was for them. The suspect was an A-list singer.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. A singer who had powerful friends behind him who were all making a lot of money because of the singing. A huge sum of money was paid to certain police officers and city officials. The singer was never charged, let alone questioned by police. When that happened, the singer stopped his killing for a number of years. Later in his life, the pattern emerged again. Always desperate for drugs, he would pay for prostitutes and then send them out for drugs. When they came back with the drugs, he would beat them. A few times under the influence of drugs, he would take it too far and they ended up dead. Again, nothing was done. A couple of the women who survived the beatings and heard rumors that others were killed tried to say something and report the now icon to the police, but instead would be arrested on drug charges and told to let it go or they would face long jail sentences.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh, dude, this is going to be so hard to guess because I have no fucking idea. So
yeah, I have no frame of reference. A famous singer in the 50s? Frank Sinatra.
Okay, so I'm going to assume they're like a 20-year-old guy in the 50s. So they're like old. Oh, shit. I don't know like older singers.
I'll throw out Rat Pack. That would make sense. I know that Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra were famously like violent alcoholics.
Yeah. I was the only like singer I know from that era is like Elvis. And like we all discussed, Elvis died on the toilet.
Right.
Let's see who it is. Wait, tell me.
Marvin Gaye.
Marvin Gaye?
I love Stanley said this. I love Marvin Gaye and he was murdered by his own father. So I don't like this one.
Okay, wait. Stanley,
he
just said he was murdered like several women and you're like, but he was killed by his father.
Stanley said, R.I.P. the legend.
Oh my God, ignore all the women.
Wait, is that true?
I have no idea. Because I love that song, Let's Marvin Gaye and Get It On. Wait, is this true? I know that what's that guy who was in Ted, the movie? The actor.
Jason Sudeikis.
No, Mark Cuban. No, Mark Ruffalo. No, Marky Mark. You know Marky Mark?
Oh, Mark, fuck me, Wahlberg.
Do you know what he's done?
Yeah.
That shit is insane.
Yes.
And people still like him?
And dude, I could talk about this for so long. And this has nothing to do with internet stuff, but like the redemption arcs that male celebrities are allowed.
Oh, yeah.
Robert Downey Jr., Marky Mark, Mark Wahlberg, fucking, I guess, Marvin Gaye.
What's that guy who peed on that girl?
R. Kelly.
Yeah, dude. It's
this, like, I don't understand it. Chris Brown. Well, they're still allowed to, like, remake themselves and have careers.
Okay, so you know that thing of where, like, you'll have a girlfriend who is with a guy and the guy treats her like shit, like for time after time after time. And she's like, but I love him. He's so nice, whatever. Mm-hmm. You as her friend fuck up once and then you're cut out of her life. You know, it's because men are like, you're supposed to crave like male validation, like male love, like all the time. But women are just like tossed aside and they're supposed to give and give, you know, they can't do whatever the fuck they want to do. Is this making sense? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Women like female celebrities are bitches once to someone and suddenly they're canceled.
That's their brand.
Men literally pee on someone and it takes like fucking years to take their music off of platforms.
I love it. Yeah.
But like male validation is so intoxicating. There's like pick me girls who like they put down other women to like make men like them. It's just like
it's blinding.
Yeah. And I have a whole rant about this as just a lesbian and person. Yes.
As you were talking, and I was listening, but we've talked about that before.
Yes.
It's true. Marvin Gaye.
Oh, I thought you were like saying what I was saying was true. I was yes,
too.
it is.
But we talked about that a few days ago.
Well, no, but we weren't in front of the audience. But yes.
That is true.
I'm going to write some blind items about you, but I'm going to make it about internet celebrities.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Someone's fart smells like sulfur and chicken.
Chicken's a very specific smell.
It is.
Yeah.
When I don't take my Adderall, I can really smell what you're brewing.
Ever... And it is percolating like a Keurig.
Yeah, dude. Do you, like, sit on a steamer before you take a shit?
I don't know what it is. The ability of my gas to fill a room.
Yeah.
I can change the humidity level of a room with my body alone.
Walk into this, like, the house, I'm like, oh my God, are we in the South?
Yeah. No.
It's the humidity that gets you.
It's the damn humidity.
All right, let's do some blind items that are not as tragic.
All right.
Thursday, July 9th, 2020, a former A-list, mostly movie actor, is using his relationship with the A-list singer to lure in more women to participate in some self-realization type thing. It sounds like a way for him to have a lot of sex with a lot of different women. So I don't think they revealed who that was, but a former A-list, most likely movie actor, is using his relationship with an A-list singer to lure in more women to participate in some self-realization type thing. He just wants threesomes, which I feel like are perfectly natural.
Yeah, what the fuck is self-realization?
Yeah, like you've become fully realized in bed. I need to go back to college.
Is that what they mean?
No. I think it's like he's unhappy in his marriage and he just wants to like have sex with other people as well.
This could be quite literally anyone.
Any person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think we're gonna ever figure that out.
Nope.
So there's another blind item from August 2nd, 2019. I think we all knew the hooking up of the former A-list, mostly movie actor, and the A-list singer was inevitable. The question is whether he dumps the girlfriend he cheated on the singer with or not. Ooh, so he's cheating on his girlfriend with, like, these women.
The hooking up
Brittany,
of
that's
the
disgusting.
the former A-list, mostly movie actor, and the A-list singer was inevitable.
Mm-hmm. And then the third follow-up was, of course, the former A-list, mostly movie actor, loves the A-list singer. They hooked up, and she kissed his ass and took his drugs. Kissed his ass? Like, do you think that they mean, like, sucked up to him or, like, physically kissed his ass?
Sucked up to him.
Okay. So, of course, the former A-list, mostly movie actor, loves the A-list singer. They hooked up, and she kissed his ass and took his drugs.
Who famously do we know is on drugs?
Me.
Yeah. Lots. This is a good one.
Uh-huh. I'm not sure, but
Should we call my mom?
yeah, let's get her on the phone. The thing is like the way that he put this in order, is that the next slide says Ariana Grande and Jim Carrey.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't think that's true.
I don't think that's accurate.
But this is 2019 and 2020. So it's before she got married.
Ariana Grande didn't hook up with Jim Carrey.
They fucked.
No, they didn't.
No. Okay, I won't speculate, but that's what it says, that this is who this is about. The former A-list, mostly movie actor, that sounds like Jim Carrey, is using his relationship with the A-list singer to lure in more women to participate in some self-realization type thing. It sounds like a way for him to have a lot of sex with a lot of different women. And then the second entry, I think we all knew the hooking up of the former A-list, mostly movie actor, and the A-list singer was inevitable. Has Ariana Grande posted about Jim Carrey?
Only that he's her idol. She cried when she met him.
The question is whether he dumps the girlfriend he cheated on the singer with or not.
This isn't real. This is bullshit.
I don't know. It could be.
This is lizard people shit.
Wait, no. It says they hooked up and she kissed his ass.
No.
If she likes, she's posted about like being a fan.
They didn't hook up.
Okay, she blew him. Semantics.
Don't. This is not true.
Okay, fine. This is not true.
I refuse to believe it.
All right. Do you want to read some more? Because there's that blind item website.
Yeah, I do.
Blind item 8. This foreign-born A-plus singer, who looks like they won't ever sing again, had an assistant feeding her crawfish so
Mariah
she
Carey.
wouldn't get her hands, dirty. I think it is Mariah Carey. And then the comments say,
Easily Mariah Carey. An assistant feeding her?
uh-huh. A lot of people are saying Rihanna. I think it's Mariah Carey.
Where was Mariah Carey born?
On January 6th.
Oh, she was born in New York.
This blind item is from March 22nd, 2022. It looks as if this EGOT winner is getting some karma after the elder abuse she inflicted for years as a pseudo-relative.
She inflicted on someone?
Yeah, so she's an EGOT winner. No. It looks...
So this is some EGOT winner that's beating on somebody old.
Mm-hmm. Is getting some karma after the elder abuse she inflicted for years as a pseudo-relative.
I have no idea.
It says Liza Minnelli and then stepmother Lee Anderson Minnelli, which I feel like would make sense. The Minnellis have been through a shit ton.
Yeah. Pretty traumatized family.
Yeah.
This A-list singer, sometime actress, has low-key stalked the one named permanent A-list singer forever. So it isn't a shocker she keeps getting procedures done to look like her. Is it for the movie? Is she going to start adopting children too?
Oh, shit. Say it again.
This A-list singer / sometimes actress has low-key stalked the one named permanent A-list singer forever. The one named permanent
So I'm
A-list
thinking
singer.
Cher, Rihanna.
Right. So it isn't a shocker she keeps getting procedures done to look like her. Is it for the movie? Is she going to start adopting children too?
Oh, fuck. Cher doesn't have adopted children, and Madonna? Shit, wait, who's trying to look like Madonna?
Who has always been compared to Madonna?
Oh, me.
Famously.
Wait, no, who's always been compared to Madonna?
Or that she's coming after Madonna's gig.
Does she have two names?
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't know. Who?
Lady Gaga.
Really?
They're saying that Gaga is getting facial surgery to resemble Madonna more closely.
No, they're just both Italian people.
You know what's tea is that I've heard Gaga speak about Madonna, and it's always from such a place of admiration, and like she recognizes she couldn't do what she does without Madonna doing what she did in the 80s.
Yeah.
And so it's never been from a place of like, I'm trying to steal that crown or da-da-da. And people always pit them against each other.
I know. It's like with you and I. Like occasionally we'll get rogue comments where it's like, I like them better than this. Or like, if we need...
You don't have to comment that.
Don't ever say anything like that.
Don't ever say that. We'll block you.
I will find you and eat your children.
Yeah, probably.
All right, so this one is from March 14th, 2022. Dude, I used to write that in people's yearbooks.
What?
If you forget about me, I'll hunt you down and eat your children. I was in like elementary school.
You did?
I know. I thought it was so funny in elementary school.
What? I used to say, signed your crack. Yeah.
Hags.
Hags.
Yeah.
Signed your crack, hags.
So this one says, this foreign-born former A-list tweener sent flowers to his ex on Saturday at the hotel where she had a room booked. It isn't clear whether she actually was staying there or had it booked for her by the studio. Oh, this one is sad. This foreign-born A-list tweener sent flowers to his ex on Saturday at the hotel.
Foreign born? How am I supposed to know where they were born?
Tweeners, like you should really focus on the word tweener.
Like he was a tween when he was famous?
Yeah, who was foreign born that is like was a famous tween and is still currently famous.
Rico from Hannah Montana.
Yeah, famously, yeah.
Moises Arias.
Okay, think north. You can be foreign from Canada.
Justin Bieber.
Yeah, it's Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez.
He's married.
I know! And it was March 14th of last year. Men are so gross.
He's married and is a lover and follower of Jesus H. Christ and is sending flowers to Mrs. Gomez.
I know.
That is tea.
That is disgusting.
I've got one.
Okay.
This A-list, mostly movie actress who used to be in a franchise suddenly cares about her nomination and is flooding inboxes of voters with photos taken this weekend at a different award show.
Like award nomination?
This A-list, mostly movie actress who used to be in a franchise, a
Fran
famous
Drescher.
franchise, suddenly cares about her nomination.
Yeah.
So what actress used to be in a famous franchise, like series, and is now being nominated for a movie that she's in?
I was gonna say Fran Drescher.
Just because I said franchise doesn't...
I know, but that's what you said. You put so much emphasis on franchise.
Franchise because she's known for being in this series of movies.
Okay. Who's Cameron Diaz as in Shrek?
Good guess, but no.
Fucking...
What? But Cameron Diaz isn't being nominated for a movie currently.
Yeah. Oh, I don't watch movies currently. Dude,
You're on Twitter.
Yeah, but you can't... It's really hard to watch movies. Sometimes, oh my gosh, people go live on TikTok and like in a movie theater and they'll like film a movie. And sometimes
Yeah.
I do watch.
I watch the SpongeBob ones and they come up on my TikTok For You page.
I have no idea.
Kristen Stewart.
Really?
She was in the Twilight franchise.
Yeah.
She's being nominated for her role in Spencer. She
Oh,
plays
okay.
Diana.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, I didn't know that. So
Yeah.
now she suddenly cares? Is that a bad thing to suddenly care?
I don't know, but that's kind of tea that they worded it like that because I guess that's true. I always got the vibe that Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart could give a fuck about acting.
Yeah.
And like being famous. Like Robert Pattinson famously hates it. But now, I don't know. I'm seeing her billboards everywhere that she's nominated for Best Actress.
Excuse me. I thought that lifting up my shirt would muffle that, and I feel like it made it louder. Speaking of A-list actors, this A+/A-list mostly movie actor is gaslighting the world when he says there has been no infidelity in his marriage.
Any famous man.
Yeah. Do you want to know who it is, though?
Say it again.
Speaking of A-list actors, this A+/A-list mostly movie actor is gaslighting the world when he says there have been no infidelities in his marriage.
No, it's so vague.
It's Will Smith. I don't think that he's ever said that, but I mean, like, again, this is like speculation of people's like relationships. I'm gonna write some about you.
Did he cheat on Jada Pinkett Smith?
Well, no, I think that they're saying that like he's lying, saying that they're like happily married or whatever.
Huh. That's tea. What would you write about me?
This gassy A-list social media star. C-list celebrity.
Yeah, C-.
Yes, C- celebrity. Shits in their D- social media celebrities cat's litter box when they are drunk.
Ooh, like lying?
Yeah. Oh no, I would definitely
be
lie
fun.
about you. I'm not going to tell
Yeah.
like people actual like stuff about you.
Oh, that'd be fun.
I start a rumor that we're in love or something. No. What would you say about me?
Well, if we're lying, I'd say something like, you walk around with no pants on.
I did that last night.
Yeah, I guess that's not a lie.
You literally walked into the kitchen and I was like,
Yeah, I did.
I'm wearing no
I
pants.
have no pants on.
And I had my period panties on.
I would say the brunette of a famous internet duo who are roommates walks around stark naked in front of her cousin.
Yeah.
They'd be like, easily Sarah Shower. This A-list, mostly movie actor who is in a superhero franchise.
Okay.
Can't afford to get divorced, which is why he's trying to work things out with his wife.
Can't afford to get divorced.
Which I don't know what this is. What fucking superhero celebrity can't afford to get a divorce?
I know. Just go to the courthouse and they'll sign you one.
Just do it.
Yeah. I have no idea because I don't watch superhero movies. Wait, no. Robert Pattinson. No. He's not married.
No.
He's
so. You want to see Batman tonight?
I already saw it and I fucking fell asleep.
You did not,
dude.
It was long. I'll give you. It was 3 hours long.
It was really good. Like
He's so
you know when you
fucking
know
hot.
that something is like beautifully shot and like stuff like that. I understand that it's a good movie, but I was just not interested.
That's how I feel about every A24 film.
That's how I feel about Phoebe Bridgers.
You know that it's art, but you
I know
can't be asked.
I know that she is an amazing artist, amazing singer-songwriter, and I know that like I have to be surrounded by sound. And the Batman movie was good, and I know it's objectively amazing. So hot. Yeah. Well, I don't know if Robert Pattinson is hot.
He is.
Okay, sure.
I'm glad we agree.
I mean, you like twisted my arm.
Yeah. The answer was Jason Momoa.
Oh, yeah.
He's getting divorced from his wife.
He's married to, like, speaking of Batman, he's married to Lisa Bonet, who is the mother of the Kravitz. No, yeah, John Benet Ramsey, yeah, famously. No, Lisa Bonet's daughter is Catwoman in the Batman movie.
Zoe Kravitz?
Yeah, Zoe Kravitz. And is Lenny Kravitz and John Benet's, no, John, you're making me say fucking John Benet Ramsey. No, is Lisa Bonet's daughter. Oh my god. And then Jason Momoa and them are married right now. But I wouldn't say, why would he not? I mean, well, actually, he was Aquaman. So maybe that is.
Aquaman did. Okay.
It's Aquaman.
I enjoyed Aquaman. It's pretty fucking good.
Well, okay, whatever. This wealthy farmer has the world's largest grain reserves and is really trying to get the price to record levels. You will not fucking guess who this is.
Bill Gates.
You're reading it right now.
I read it earlier.
This is not. You ruined everything.
Stop!
Stop touching me.
Stop it!
This one says, this A-minus list actress who is the third generation celebrity, that really narrows it down, tracks her foreign-born A-list boyfriend wherever he goes. She does not want to be cheated on again. Oh my God.
Who is it? Well, I know.
It's, okay, there's only a couple people who are third generation actresses. You will know them because they had a really famous kitchen. They were also like in a sex movie.
Kitchen?
They have like every gay person ever lived.
Barefoot Contessa.
Yes, famously a third generation actress. Okay, so it's Dakota Johnson and Chris Martin.
Chris Martin from Coldplay?
Yeah, I didn't even know that him and Gwyneth.
He cheated on her?
Yeah, I feel like, wasn't he married to Gwyneth Paltrow? When did they break up?
No, it was Blake Shelton.
No, Gwyneth Paltrow. That's Gwen Stefani.
Fuck
My
me.
gosh, Chris Martin is so old.
Chris Martin is hot. You can say it.
He's not hot. He looks like every other fucking white guy in the world.
Yeah, he does.
If we were to walk outside right now and you were to point to any white man and said, that's Chris Martin from Coldplay, I'd be like, dude, it is. Oh my God.
I don't know if I've publicly talked about this on this podcast. I am not kidding when I say this. I have a feral, rabid attraction to Sean Evans from Hot Ones.
You never said that out loud on this podcast.
I find him sexy.
I've met him. He's about my height.
Don't say that.
I think he has a girlfriend though.
Well, you know what, Sean Evans? That's really unfortunate.
Why don't you just DM him? You simply have a very large audience.
Gosh, that's humiliating. He has to come
This
to me.
is not. You know who I'm like have a rabid sex dreams about? I'm literally soaking wet right now.
First we feast
Yeah.
Hot Ones.
Just slide into their DMs and if he shoots you down.
Dude, I can't take a rejection from Sean Evans. I was just in Chicago and I tweeted him and I said, any person at the Chicago O'Hare Airport could be Sean Evans.
Yeah.
Any bald man with a beard.
Uh-huh.
He didn't respond.
I handle rejection very well. I used to sell flat irons at a mall kiosk, so I've been rejected by hundreds of women every single day.
Ma'am, would you like to fuck off?
No, sorry, busy. Or like, yeah, so I'm totally good with like, do you want to go on a date?
Could
No.
you send the DM for me?
Yeah, from your account, yes.
Yeah.
Or no, I've talked to Sean Evans. I'll just be like, hey, someone I know.
Do you remember me?
So-
You send him a blind item.
Yes.
This C- celebrity.
Is absolutely foaming at the clit. For Sean Evans from Hot Ones. Foaming at the clit.
I love the way he holds his wing like a toddler.
Yes.
I do love Sean Evans. That's not a joke.
Yeah, me too. He's a nice guy.
He's a great guy.
All right, well, I think
him so bad.
that's enough of blind items for today. Hopefully you guys get the gist. It's just someone vaguely describing celebrities because they're not legally allowed to say who.
Yeah.
And they have to say like A-list singer with eczema and brown hair is dating a B-list parkour artist who...
Chris Angel.
Yes. Chris Angel doesn't do parkour. But yes, so this has been Violating Community Guidelines with Brittany and Sarah.
Woo!
Make sure to like, subscribe. We have a YouTube channel. Follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, any place you get your podcasts.
Yes.
Yes. You have to pee so bad.
Yes.
All right, we're going to go tinkle. Bye, guys.
Please rate us 5 stars. Please,
Please,
guys.
please do it.
Please, I will Venmo you nothing.
And Sean Evans, reach out to us.
Sean Evans, if you just like are interested,
Yeah.
I would really be like, let's go to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Mm-hmm. I hear howling in the night, so please just, please
You're
help.
my fursuit.
I was going to say it's your pussy. Calling out for its mate. Okay, whatever.
And on that note,
Bye, guys.
bye guys.